Hello there. This is a short video about your new Noctura 400. I'm going to show you how to get started with it very quickly and easily. This is how your product will appear in the post. I'm going to open the box, and the first thing I want you to do is have a look, check out the label just inside the box lid. It's got your name, it's got the start date of the pod, the end date and the operational window. On the day that you get this pod, it may not operate on that day. The start date may not be today, it probably isn't tomorrow, it's probably the next day, just to allow for any postal delays. So you may just have to be patient before you get your first night of treatment. The other thing to mention is there's a 1 hour period, we call it the off hour, where the pod will recalibrate. It will not activate during that hour. I'm going to take the pod out of its envelope and find the black fabric mask. When you're ready to go to bed, I want you to put the palm of your hand completely over the left-hand side of the pod. If you look closely, that's where the on sensor is. But I don't want you to press it because it's not a start-stop button. It detects the presence of your hand and switches the lights on. Sometimes that can take up to 5 seconds. Sometimes they come on immediately, like they've done. You then would load this into the black fabric mask, and you'll see that there's Velcro on here. You can adjust it for any size of head, just till it's comfortable. Now, it's really important that this makes really good contact for the first 15 minutes. Once it's got over that first 15 minutes of really good contact, the lights will then stay on fully for the next 8 hours. We often tell our patients to put it on their forehead quite tightly as they're brushing their teeth or reading their book, and then when they're ready to go to bed, they would take their glasses off, put it over their eyes and adjust the Velcro till it's comfortable, not too tight, not too loose. If you get up in the middle of the night, as many of us do, just take the mask off and you'll notice the lights will stay on. You can either just leave it by the side of your bed or use it to light your way. Then when you're ready to come back to bed, just pick it up and put it back in place, ready to go back to sleep again. There's something else to mention as well. These lights stay on for 8 hours. But you don't need to get a full 8 hours of treatment during the night. You only need to wear this at the time you would have been lying in your bed in the dark. So if you only sleep for 6 hours, that's not a problem. Just get up when you're ready, the lights will still be on, leave the mask in your bedroom and they will automatically turn off at the end of the 8 hours. I've got just another couple of tips and tricks to remind you of as well. Storing the mask. In the morning, it really is best if you take the pod out of the fabric mask in the morning. It just allows it to air, to dry out, and it also makes sure that the calibration will calibrate properly during the day. We tell people to lie it maybe on their pillow with the lights facing up, maybe in a drawer if you needed to keep it out of the way of pets or children. But this is important that it doesn't sit too near any heavy metal object, because that can interfere with the calibration. There are another couple of items in the box. There's the instructions for use. We'd always encourage you to read that. There are some pod wipes which you can use to keep the pod clean. They're antibacterial, antiviral. And we'd also ask you to use a pod wipe quite regularly, but also specifically just before you send that pod back to us at the end of its life. In here as well, you'll find a return envelope, which we've already stamped and addressed. So all you have to do at the end of its cycle is to pop the pod in the envelope, post that off to us, and then we can download the data from it. Did I mention that the pod is quite clever and it actually detects compliance while you're wearing the mask? So what happens is it will detect when you have it on your face, and then that allows us to have a great conversation with you about your usage to check that you're getting the treatment that you require, and then we can correlate that with the improvements in your eye health as well. We're very happy to share that data with you if you're interested. I hope this video has been really helpful to you. We're always happy to help, so if you have any further questions, please check out our website. You can email our inquiries email or give us a ring, and we're very, very happy to answer that phone and answer any questions that you might have. Thank you for listening.